Hello dear friends, dear parents, dear subscribers. Today I want to show you a new version of KidLogger PRO application for Android. We have a phone Samsung Galaxy J5. It will be a phone of our child. What we need to install KidLogger PRO. To make it easier we can install barcode scanner application. Because, to download the KidLogger PRO we can use a barcode. We need to log in our user account on KidLogger.net server and open download page. The instance we can see Pro applications. The KidLogger PRO applications are accessible only to professional users, and on download page we can see advanced monitoring applications section. Those are the hidden monitoring applications. And we choose KidLogger PRO for Android. Now the actual version is 1.6.113. It can be installed on the phones with Android from 5 to 8. We can download it directly onto the phone, or onto a computer, using this button. The application of KidLogger PRO will be downloaded through a simple CAPTCHA. In the package you can see the application Android Pro 1.6.113. It is the application that we should install on our child's phone. But, we can download the application, using a barcode. That's why we need barcode scanner application. We can launch it and scan the barcode, using a camera. The application returns a link. We click it and see a CAPTCHA again. Open the package. The package is simple, not encrypted. Inside the package you can see two objects. It is KidLogger PRO itself, and a folder with another application that we need for a tablet, where GSM module is missing. But now we'll talk about the phone, so we'll use only this file. We have to unzip it, tap it once again. If the system asks us if we really want to install it, yes, we do. And the installation is started. The application has been already installed. Let's look at the list of programs. Yes, here is its icon. We click it and the system asks us if we allow the access to the contacts, location, to record audio, to the calls, to the SMS files, and we should allow it. After this, we should consistently click all these buttons to configure it and install additional modules. Allow user data access. This option appeared in Android 5, in Android 4 it was missing. We need to allow to KidLogger PRO the access to applications database. We choose System Android and switch it on. Go back. And we can see, the button disappeared. Click the second button, Allow administrative access. Make it active. Now we have a new button, Test Screenshot. The new version can make screenshots. To do it, we need to allow it. And we click this button. Appears a notification that the application wants to do a screenshot. We tick the option, not to show this notification again, and click Start. And then we need to install an additional module, named Support Android. The application automatically downloads it from the server, and proposes to install it. Now we need to make it active. It opens accessibility page, and we find Support Android, and switch it on. The next step is to connect our application to the server. Click Connect to Server. Click on your account, and write our email address. Click OK, and connection is successful. And finally, the last button is to hide the application. In several seconds this icon disappears, and KidLogger Pro application becomes invisible. Now we can log in our dashboard and see. Really, appeared a new virtual device that shows the activity of the user on this phone. To see what is going on, we should click the name of this device. And we can see, there was only a connection to the server. What can KidLogger Pro do? It can track user activity and programs. We can, for example, launch YouTube application to see some video. In addition, KidLogger Pro can record the activity of the user in different messengers. For example, in Line Messenger, Viber, Skype. We can choose a user and start a discussion. Then choose WhatsApp. Let's write something. The program also records phone conversations. So, we can call somebody. What else can do KidLogger Pro? It can see our current location. We need previously to switch on locations in the settings of the phone. How we can manage KidLogger Pro application. The modern programs KidLogger Pro for Android are managed from the server side. To manage it we need to log in our user account on KidLogger.net and open Settings page. Here we choose our device from the list and specify the settings we want KidLogger Pro application to have. For example, record apps names. If we uncheck this option, the application will not record the names of launched applications. If we uncheck record web browser, the web addresses will not be tracked. Skype. If we uncheck this option, KidLogger Pro will not record the messages in messengers. Text typing statistic. It is clear, it will not record the text. Log USB connection. This option is switched off by default. It means don't track the connection to the computer. If we need this, we can switch it on. Upload interval. It is a time between the uploadings onto the server. The phone is not connected to the server constantly. KidLogger application will send the data once in a minute. Here, in this place, we can change the password to the program of KidLogger Pro. We should use only the digits. Now we can see the settings that are specific only to KidLogger Pro for Android, for example, call recording. If we don't need to record the calls, we can switch it off. To record incoming calls, outgoing calls, the duration of recording. Now the maximal length of audio recording is limited to 600 seconds. It was made by technical reasons, because big records come being damaged. Record SMS Coordinates. The interval between the coordinates is 3 minutes by default. We can do it more and less. To record the photos, to do screenshots in messengers. Really, our program now does the screenshots in messengers and uploads all these files to the server. Here is very important. If we have a secret phone number, we can write it here. It should be our second phone number, because our first phone number we will use to call our child. But second phone number we will use to give a command to KidLogger Pro to start recording the surrounded sound. For example, we fill in here our second phone number. And when we call from this number, the call doesn't go on, like the phone is busy. And in the same time, the phone of our child starts recording the surrounded sound. And the length of this audio file will be the same as it calls. Here we can specify how long the record will be. When we change the settings, we should click Save Settings. All these settings in the server have higher priority than the settings on the phone itself. It means, if we launch KidLogger Pro now, it can be launched with this call. And if we change some settings, for example, surround sound recording, we write here another phone number, and after this, when the phone gets the configuration from the server, it gets the configuration once in half hour, by default. Or, it can get the configuration by the command of getConfig in its menu. Then, the configuration from the server will replace the local configuration. So, as we can see, here is the number, which is on the server. Let's see what KidLogger Pro application has recorded on our phone. Really, it recorded one call. After this, in WhatsApp Messenger, were written all the information that was on the screen in WhatsApp. We can also see the messages from Line Messenger. What is the picture? These are the screenshots that KidLogger Pro made in Line Messenger. And these are the screenshots from WhatsApp. What about sound recording? Here is a sound file that we can download and hear. Let's go to voice records. Now, all audio records, in 3GP format will be converted in MP3. We can download 3GP files from log view page. But, from voice records page, we can download or hear MP3 files. Screenshots. KidLogger application made the screenshots, in Line Messenger, and in WhatsApp. Let's see maps. Make the scale smaller, and here we can see our current location. The program managed to collect 3 coordinates. The applications that were used: Touch Wizard Home, System Android, Phone, Line Messenger, WhatsApp, Contacts and so on. By the way, there was used YouTube application, and here we can see the description of YouTube video we have seen. I didn't tell you one important thing. In modern phones, there are built-in programs to save memory and to save the power. These built-in programs can stop any background application on their own, including the KidLogger PRO application. KidLogger PRO application doesn't show anything on the screen, and the phone can consider this application not active and stop it to save the power. To prevent it, we need to configure the phone not to do it. On our site, there is an article, in Help menu, KidLogger PRO for Android, Troubleshooting. How to prevent KidLogger PRO stopping. Here we need to find our model of the phone, or our version of Android system. In our case, we have Samsung J5 and Android 7. And here is a description, what we need to do. We should open the settings of the phone. Device maintenance. Battery and save power. And below this there are barcode scanner and System Android. These are 2 applications that are installed on our phone. We should switch System Android off. It is our KidLogger PRO application. It shouldn't save the power. It should work in background. And here are unmonitored applications, that are the apps, that will be in the list of exceptions. These are the programs that should work forever. Click here and add System Android here. Now System Android is allowed not to save the power. What are such programs? Here are messengers, Facebook Messenger, Snapchat, Line Messenger and so on. So, we added KidLogger PRO to this list. This we should do immediately, after we installed the application of KidLogger PRO. On other phone models, this procedure is different. Let's check if KidLogger PRO has not been stopped. No, fortunately it is working. Let's take another phone. Here we have Xiaomi. It is a good phone too. It has Android 7, as well. And we open download page again. Choose KidLogger Pro. Launch barcode scanner. Scan the code. Download KidLogger Pro. Insert the CAPTCHA. Click Open and go on. Open File Manager, Download folder. Extract this file into a new folder. And here, we have this file, Android Pro. Allow the installation from unknown sources. Install. The program will be scanned against the viruses. By the way, the program of KidLogger Pro may be detected as a virus because it has monitoring features. Once we installed it, it asks about the permission to do different things, and we should allow it. So, it is KidLogger Pro application. We should allow the access to the application database. Choose System Android, switch it on. Go back. Switch on Administrative Access. Test the screenshot, allow it, and don't show this again. And click Start. Install Android Keyboard. By the way, what's this? It is an application that allows us to record the passwords in applications, sites, and in messengers. But it is not possible to know the password to unlock this phone, but we can see passwords in social media. The same we could do in Samsung phone as well. But it was already installed there. The application of Android Keyboard is a screen keyboard, which we can switch on. It is in the settings. Advanced settings. Language and input. And here, we can see several variants of screen keyboard, but Android keyboard is missing here. We can choose current keyboard. Choose keyboards. And turn on Android keyboard. OK. And now Android keyboard is active. We can open its settings. Add necessary languages, for example Russian and English. And right now, we can make Android keyboard the keyboard by default. In the future, the application of KidLogger Pro will record all type text, including the passwords. Let's return to KidLogger Pro. Here is an icon of System Android. Let's install Support Android. Support Android is a very important module. Let's activate it in Accessibility. Connect to server, using the same account. You will write your account email, of course. Receive device ID and hide the icon. The icon disappears. We can open the list of running applications and verify if System Android is here. If it is here, we can close it. As well as on Samsung phone, we need to add this program to the list of exceptions to not be closed to save the power. Let's open Help page. KidLogger PRO for Android troubleshooting. First chapter, and find our phone. We have Xiaomi 4X, Android 7. Open the Settings, Accessibility, and switch off Support Android. It is temporary, click OK. Why we do this, I'll explain later. Again Settings. Applications. System Android. If there is auto start, we need to switch it on. After the phone is restarted, System Android should automatically start. Application permissions. All the permissions should be switched on. In battery saver, it should be allowed not to save the power. The same for Support Android, and for Android keyboard. Now we should switch Support Android on, again, in Accessibility. To make it work. What does Support Android do? It records the text from the screen and it reads the web addresses from Google Chrome. Besides this, when a user launches a messenger, it records messages from there. It sees that a user opens YouTube and records the descriptions of video files that the child sees there. In addition, Support Android prevents KidLogger PRO stopping. For example, if a child wants to disable or uninstall KidLogger PRO, he opens the Settings, Applications, and find System Android and click it. But here, it is not possible to delete it immediately, because it is in the list of device administrators. Let's take another phone. Open the Settings, Applications, System Android, and try to uninstall it, and suddenly, the application disappears. It means, the settings were closed. Again, System Android, and again, the settings disappears. It does support Android. It is one of the ways that we can prevent uninstalling of KidLogger Pro from the phone. If we really want to uninstall KidLogger Pro, we need first to uninstall support Android. It is easy to uninstall it. And after this, we can uninstall System Android. Let's see, what did KidLogger Pro do on Xiaomi phone? As you can see, it has recorded the description of YouTube. Here is typed text, but there are no screenshots, because there are no messengers on Xiaomi phone. What did it record on Samsung? There are messengers there. And we want to check, how does it takes the photos? Let's do a photo. And a selfie. And now we can see, what does KidLogger Pro do with them? It should create a reduced copy of the photo and send it to the server. Let's check it out. Launch KidLogger Pro. Preview log file. Here are these two photos. Here is audio list, and, as we can see, these two photos are here. Soon, they will be sent to the server, and will disappear from here. If we still want to find them on the phone, we can launch File Manager, open Internal Memory, Call Records folder. Here are these two small photos. Let's see if they arrived onto the server. Samsung, screenshots. No, they are still on road. The same we can do on Xiaomi phone. Make a photo. A selfie. Let's see, what did it do? Preview log file, audio list. As we can see, two photos have been taken and they are in Call Records folder. These are the originals. And we can erase them. We should show hidden files and folders. The call records folder is empty, because the files have been already sent. Let's check. Really, they are already here, on server. They are big enough, and we can understand, what did our child film. Desirable is, to delete all the files from the downloads folder. In next video I will show you, how to manage KidLogger PRO remotely. Thank you. Goodbye.